right this moment, the outer bounds of Ida are already reaching the Louisiana coastline.
Yeah, the storm's currently, if you're just joining us, it has escalated to a Category 4. Forecasters say it could even strengthen before making landfall. And that is expected west of New Orleans a little bit later today. Aaron Jajak is in Morgan City, Louisiana. He's an extreme weather chaser. Aaron, good to see you. So first of all, I know that there was, we talked to the mayor of Morgan City who said he believes maybe 35 to 40% of the people left, which means there are still 60% of the population there. What is it, help give us a sense of what it's like there and what are people doing?
Yeah, so it's fairly early in the morning right now, and you know, we got this big hurricane approaching, and there are still cars driving around right now. So there's definitely people still here. I think people maybe you know, it just intensified pretty rapidly to Cat 4. Maybe some people now are deciding that they're going to evacuate, and there is plenty of time to still evacuate if you are along the coast. But things will start rapidly deteriorating here as we get, you know, the day till sunrise, and we get into the day as we get closer to that expected landfall time, which should be later this, you know, late afternoon, early afternoon, even potentially. It's a dynamic, changing, evolving situation. And I fell asleep for a little bit, and I woke up, and whoa, we're Cat 4, and I fell asleep, it was Cat 2. So it's a developing situation here in Morgan City, Louisiana, for sure.
You know, Aaron, you mentioned how dynamic the situation is. I've been struck by just how stark the warnings have been from public officials. I understand there's reason to be cautious before any storm, but these have been pretty ominous. You've been through so many of these. What's your read right now about Ida's strength and about the potential impact here?
Well, I think, you know, usually when you're watching these hurricanes approach, there's some flux and some variability. And this storm has, you know, drifted a little bit to the east of what its original path was. But the models and the forecasting and the guidance has all been, you know, it's been showing this path right here, right through anywhere from Morgan City, Louisiana, eastward towards New Orleans. But in between there's Houma, Louisiana, and that whole path has just been in that cone of uncertainty this entire time. And it's been the variability in the models has been rather tight right through this area. And it's been not very much time. You know, it's just a couple days, 2 days ago, there wasn't even a cyclone yet. And so it's a rapidly evolving situation. Not much time left to go. It hasn't been that much time anyway. And we've only got a few more hours here left before the storm is going to be pushing ashore.
So, Aaron, here's my question. You are described as an extreme storm chaser. I'm assuming that means that you're staying. And if that is the case, what is your plan to stay there, and compare this storm that's coming to anything that you've stayed through in the past?
Yeah, so my plan is I'm trying to get into that eye and the eye wall and that most intense part of that storm. And so my plan is to shift myself east. I'm actually, as soon as we're done here with this interview, I'm going to be moving myself to the east towards Houma and Thibodaux, Louisiana, to try and get into that eye. As compared to other storms, you know, this is you know, it's a very powerful storm. I mean, it's Cat 4, and it's still increasing its strength. So it has a chance to make a run at Cat 5, and it's a relatively small Cat 5 hurricane if you compare it to Katrina. Katrina was a very large hurricane with hurricane force winds extending 100 miles out from the center that, you know, caused a large amount of surge. And it was initially a Cat 5 storm, and then as it expanded, it weakened a little bit, but that caused more impact because of that. And so this storm's a little bit more, it's a little smaller, it's a little more consolidated. So the effects are going to be a little tighter, kind of more like the Hurricane Laura last year when it came ashore, and there was a stark line of here's where the major damage is, and then you get out from that damage. Things quickly, you know, reducing the amount of damage that you see out there.
Yeah, we should point out, remember that Katrina was a Category 3 when it hit. Laura was a 4. This one, though, all the experts seem to be really concerned about this and all the people there. So do take good care of yourself. Aaron Jajak, we appreciate it. Thank you.